Good evening, everyone. Serotonin. I am back for a quick sort of a video to just sort of check in and just I gotta clear the palate. I gotta cleanse the palate and clear the table. So number one, I have been on a bit of a hiatus for about a week. It is the time of year where I have to do tax return paperwork for all of the clients that people that use my business. So there's that. There's cleaning up 2018. They're starting 2019 business, and I'll tell you, I have been in an absolute sea of spreadsheets and bookkeeping and paperwork for about 8 days, and it is my least favorite thing in the world to do. And it takes up every last bit of my time this time of year. Normally it's not this bad, but it's like 3 things at once. It's like tidying up their tax receipts for 2018, getting ready the HST for the last quarter, and still, doing the regular billing per month. So it's just like, ugh, just the worst. Anyway, I wanted to do a little video and say hello, and I'm still around, and I guess throw you guys a little bit of a treat, but it's not a treat. I guess this is just really food for thought. But before I get into the bigger thing that I wanted to talk about, which is children, and what I believe is my role in this lifetime, and I thought I would start it off with a really awesome article that I came across. So if you can read the URL up there, it says, Good Samaritan pays for hotel room for 70 homeless people during the polar vortex. So someone in Chicago picked up the hotel tab for 70 homeless people during the polar vortex. I really hope this is coming from a good place, because a lot of what looks like good people could be, never know. Anyway. So this person paid for a full week for 70 homeless people to be looked after and taken care of in a hotel. Apparently one person declined and went to a warming center, but the rest of them pretty much in one whole area said thank you very much, and that's what they did. So that's kind of awesome. I just noticed up here this person was identified, apparently. So let's have just a little look here. Oh, well, there she is. So she wears the red pants, so that's alright. And, what is her name? Candace Payne. Impulsively charging 20 hotel rooms on her American Express card after realizing how dangerous this week's sub-zero temperatures would be for the Chicagoans without homes. Now, I will say, okay, I love this, and I really want this to be real. But the newspapers often, make up stories. But anyway, good on you, Candace. Go back to her name. I'm so bad at this. Candace Payne. God bless you, Candace Payne. That's pretty awesome stuff. So there she is. So, unfortunately, though, what we are going to talk about today a little bit is the the very serious situation surrounding this guy and Cuomo in New York and their passing of their abortion bills. I was horrified. I don't even know if my brain can comprehend this. Especially when you have dug as deep as I have for as long as I have around the truth of what a lot of people in high positions of power are involved in, so many of them. To be able to legalize the death of a baby. And someone pointed out that in New York, you cannot kill a murderer. You cannot have them, there's no such capital punishment, is not legal. But you can kill a baby before, you know, the 40-week term, or like, I don't know, like, how many people deliver before the 38th week and whatnot? Like, a lot of people do. So it's just, it's very alarming. And then that coupled with, and I will, you know, what was it? Voice to brain technology. Okay. Mind control, voice to skull technology. Okay. This is becoming more public. The voices only you can hear, DARPA Sonic Project, classified commercial mind control technology, more stuff. Okay, then they're talking about, oh, there's a new app that can like amplify your thoughts and this, that, and the other. So this is what worries me about this. Because apparently this is nothing to do with the child's health or the mother's health or whatever, but if, I suppose, you know, if you're having and I mean, people like labor for 48 hours, man. Like, I know some good friend of mine just had a baby, labored for 48 hours. That kind of pain can drive a lot of people to say and do things that they obviously don't actually mean. This, combined with these guys, the Planned Parenthood, you know, it's an incredible worrying situation. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so this article is the only one I could find right now. And I mean, we all know the full story about this. So we found this racist yearbook, which of course now has been, you know, nobody's showing it on Fox anymore, except for this guy. Sherrod Brown is calling Trump a racist, even though this pedivore, this absolute satanic high priestess, I can only imagine, is able to wear either blackface or a cone on his head, a KKK cone, and everyone's calling Trump a racist. Okay, so I don't even know what to say. All I can say is the insanity in the media is I guess it's trying to jolt all of the rest of the people who are like in denial awake, because that's all I can imagine, because it's just unbelievable. Okay. Now, I brought up Q to you guys before, and I don't really care what you think of Q at this point. That really does not bother me. I don't think it's ever really bothered me. This is a Q post from, what is it, November 11th or the November 3rd or the 11th of March or whatever. I don't really know how to read this stuff, because in England it's one way and in the US it's a totally different way. And so, yeah, I don't really know how to read that. So it's something. Either the 11th of March or the 3rd of November. D Party Con. When you can't raise money organically, I'm going to read this to you guys just in case you can't read it. Through party, individual, in brackets, donations, in brackets, voter base, you steal it from the American taxpayer and give it back to yourself in the form of campaign contributions. In Killbox, example 1, Planned Parenthood. And there's a link here for www.gao.gov/products/ in caps GAO-15, I believe, or 18-204 capital R. 1.5 billion provided in taxpayer funding over 3-year period. Case 1, PP, Planned Parenthood, spent 30 million, disclosed real estimates, close to 65 million in taxpayer subsidies to influence the outcome of the 2018 midterm elections. Conclusion, should it be legal for a taxpayer, Democrat, Republican, and Independent funded organization to donate massive amounts of money to the Democratic Party in an effort to sway an election? Dem insiders term T_Washington, RE, Reed drops RE, Soros and taxpayer funding, your hard-earned tax dollars at work, vote, vote, vote. Q. And here it says, last post before going dark. This was only a couple days ago. So this was reposted on February the 1st, 2019. RE Planned Parenthood, PP in the kill box. What events followed that post? Coincidence? Anons understand. Okay. Just to go back to this guy, he was given $2 million, and you can find this yourself. You can find this. $2 million from Planned Parenthood over a 3-year period. Okay? Pediatric, neurological, doctor, surgeon, whatever. Whatever. Now, this is something you guys need to be a little bit aware of. Okay, so there's Planned Parenthood, sure, but they have affiliates. Tons of affiliates. They're Canadians for Choice, the Canadian Federation for Sexual Health, and Action Canada for Population and Development. They're also, what is it, Plan Canada or Canada Plan or whatever. I think they also own I Am a Girl or I Am a Girl. There's all kinds of stuff. Okay. United Way affiliates donate millions to Planned Parenthood. Okay. Seattle-based Planned Parenthood affiliate is joining forces with Hawaii and 3 Western states to better fight new abortion restrictions. And the thing is, what this is, they're all calling this, women's rights, reproductive rights. No, you're actually turning women into monsters because it's the me, me, me. Well, what about me and my needs and my this and my that? But nobody's taking responsibility for their actions, right? Nobody's saying, well, maybe you should keep yourself together a little bit and maybe you'll make better choices for yourself. And I know I'm going to come under fire for saying that, but as someone who did not keep themselves together for a long, long time, you have to take responsibility for your actions. You have to. I'm sorry. But it is, it's this big, huge scam, basically. Saying, oh, well, we care about women. No, you don't. You care about getting your hands on bodies, innocent bodies, and doing it in a way that doesn't make you feel like you have to live in the shadows anymore. I mean, it's just unbelievable. It's just so unbelievable. So one more thing to consider in all of this. Okay, hang on a second. Oh, okay. So first of all, there is absolutely tons of evidence and reading you can do on your own, not evidence, sorry, tons of support for what I'm saying here. Planned Parenthood affiliates of Canada, it's good for you to know exactly who you're giving your money to. Then on top of this, okay, we've got the senomyx problem, right? Healthier way to flavor. So the first two you get, so you type in senomyx, just so you know, the first thing you get is their company, which is basically, I think you just watch my senomyx video. It's basically a bunch of, banal looking women who can only probably be witches in lab coats who are mixing in dead babies into your food because it's tastier like that. And then you've got Snopes, which is but like, again, if you're going to Snopes, and I just don't know what to say. So, yeah, okay, so we are, there's a war on children. And then the LGBTQ community is in the middle of being infiltrated by pedophiles. I really wouldn't pay, I don't know, I get yuckies from this guy. I get a whole bunch of the yuckies from him, so I just don't know what to say about him. He reminds me of a current affair from the 90s, it's just like the worst, just the worst show. But you can just look this up. Look it up, DuckDuckGo. I don't know what Google's going to get for you, but just this is all you have to put in the search bar, and you will see this everywhere. So, very interesting. Okay, so there's a lot of, interesting literature in there. The normalization of drag kids. So, I'd be really surprised if you guys haven't seen this. NBC, who are just, oh my god, a trip and a half on their own. I just don't even know what to say. But yeah, so drag kids. I saw a picture of RuPaul, who basically has a show. It's like this kids cartoon for drag. Let me see if I can find this. Sorry, this is all just, I don't really watch this stuff. Kids TV cartoon. Nope. Drag tots. Anti-Trump message, of course, because, pedophiles, right? So yeah, drag tots. There's also, if you didn't know this one, Shizao. In case you haven't seen this one, Adventures of a Boy Bonded to a Magic Ring That Turns Him into a Female Superhero. So, yeah, that has been all over, what's it called? Netflix. The boy in a dress. What's Williams? This is the guy from, this is the guy from Little Britain. Okay, yeah. So, going on. So, I had an interesting, while I was looking at all this stuff, I decided, I was trying to collect some information for this video. And it's just my thoughts. It's just all pulling stuff together. And this is all, I'm not really, I'm just seeing a pattern. That's all I'm just Googling around, duck going around. So I just, very interested. Okay, so he's like, no, I don't really see how I am racist, blah, blah, blah. This is the NOrtham. This is the abortion doctor. Wants those babies, big as they can get, but, he doesn't want to be considered a murderer. So he's just, cutting it close. Unbelievable. So very interesting. Okay, so yeah, everyone's shocked. Oh my God, so disgusting. Unbelievable. The stuff he's done, the stuff he said, the stuff that blah, blah, blah. Okay. The NOrtham abortion bill. Yeah, people are like, oh yeah, there's controversy, criticism. Yeah, nobody's telling him he should step down. But blackface, oh yeah. This is a video I saw this guy, The Amazing Lucas, his name is. He's on YouTube. I think he's a little bit of a controlled opposition, but I'll find you for him anyway. Bear with me. Amazing Lucas. Okay, here he is. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, he's really good. Okay, so this is the one I watched. He's hilarious, number one. I do find him incredibly entertaining. He's very, very funny. Yeah, this is the thing that he brought up. The first time that I really was, getting involved in this story on my own accord, just reading about it. He's like, everyone's absolutely falling apart because of these, racist pictures. But nobody's losing it over the abortion bill in the same way. And he's absolutely got a point. So I highly recommend you watch this video. He's very, very funny. He's got lots of other stuff that he's just really very good at. Just really great host for his own channel. One more thing I really wanted to play for you, or to show you, I guess. I'm not going to play it because my OBS and me playing stuff on YouTube does not work at all. I mean, oh my gosh. I tried to play The Seeker in one of my videos. It was supposed to be like a tribute to all the people on YouTube who have influenced me and who I love and follow. And it just sounded like a tin can trying to explode. Like it was just the worst thing I've ever... Oh my God. Sorry. Oh my gosh. So, and I'm so sorry. This is the other thing. I'm a bit sick as well. So I'm so sorry for constantly clearing my throat, which I do when I'm sick. One of the last things I wanted to talk about here is this video. Really graceful. She puts together some beautiful short docs about things. I would highly recommend you check out other things that she's done. Just very, very well done. The Dark History of the Super Bowl. I really highly recommend you educate yourself on that if you haven't already. A lot of people have said, it's not Super Bowl, it's Superb Owl. So this is about, it's about worshiping Moloch. And apparently there's an enormous amount of sex trafficking, and especially with children, that happen on this particular day. It's a high ritual day. And if you don't know about that, then you really should. And I would really start turning off the Super Bowl. And I've also found evidence in other videos that pretty much every single play that happens in the Super Bowl is a code for something. So it's either gematria or it's like some kind of military coding of some sort. I don't really understand American football. Football is, in my world, football is soccer. So even though I'm Canadian and we still call like your guys football or whatever, American football is football. That's not really how I grew up. So football to me is soccer. I don't really get American football very much. To me, it's just rugby but slower, and everybody's wearing hockey equipment. So, but even the names, like the Patriots last year, the Patriots and the Eagles played against each other, and the Eagles won because it was all coding, because the Eagles are the cabal, the deep state, and the Patriots are the people. So that's why everyone's freaking out this year, and the Patriots won, and the Rams didn't. And I'm not really, the Rams, it's just like, I don't know exactly who the Rams would symbolize, but the Patriots won. So, it's obviously they're gearing us up to have a pretty good year, but, I don't know if that's a deep state thing or like whatever, if it's more just programming. But if you know anything about the real, what's going on about Super Bowl, it's just a ritual, satanic ritual. It's just a high holiday, and it's just a bunch of BS. I'm just going to press mute on that. Let me see, what else was I wanting to talk about? You know what? I think I've actually covered it all. So, you know what? I should have, maybe I wouldn't have left that phone to ring. But anyway, thank you for listening. It's been a bit patchy, this particular video. It's not my normal highly stylized and effortlessly edited together winging it. But anyway, thanks so much for listening. Thanks for the new subscribers who have subscribed in the last 8 days or so since I've been on my little hiatus. My videos are a little bit all over the place. I'm kind of feeling like I'm just guided to do videos about what comes up. I've got something coming up that's not this subject, something a little different that I've been working on. So I will stop rambling. That I will do right now. Have yourselves a great night. Stay warm, and God bless. I'll talk to you guys soon.